Hey y'all, what's good? I wanted to connect a few dots for you. You remember this Oumuamua? What the fuck kind of name is that? Anyway, I can't fucking stand. I really can't stand the fucking retardation going on. Anyway, Oumuamua. Sorry. So anyway, here we are, some NASA website. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so fed up with the bullshit. Alright, this very deep combined image shows the interstellar object. Look, every time I try and say that bullshit, it just sounds like the most retarded bullshit name they could have given it possible. Uh, the first known interstellar object to visit our solar system, 2017 U1, was discovered October 19th, 2017 by the University of Hawaii's Pan-STARRS-1 telescope, funded by NASA's Near-Earth Object Observations (NEOO) program, which finds and tracks asteroids and comets in Earth's neighborhood. While originally classified as a comet, observations revealed no signs of cometary activity after it slingshotted past the Sun September 9th, 2017 at a blistering speed of 196,000 miles per hour. It was barely classified as an asteroid until new measurements found it was accelerating slightly, a sign it behaves more like a comet. And here you have a picture of it. You know, they keep calling it a cigar-shaped interstellar object. And, NASA with their digital images, produced this flying gray turd. Artist concept of the object. A flying gray turd. Oh, that's a really long turd, too. Wow. What a amazing artist that person must be. Okay, overview. The first confirmed object from another star to visit our solar system. Was it Aldebaran in the Taurus constellation by any chance? Anyway, this interstellar interloper appears to be a rocky cigar-shaped object with somewhat reddish hue. Kind of like a turd? Alright, the object name by its discoverers is up to 1/4 mile long and highly elongated, perhaps 10 times as long as is wide. That aspect ratio is greater than any asteroid or comet observed in our solar system to date. While its elongated shape is quite surprising, and unlike objects seen in our solar system, it may provide new clues as to how other solar systems formed. The observations suggest this unusual object has been wandering through the Milky Way, unattached to a star system for hundreds of millions of years before its chance encounter with our star system. For decades, we've theorized that such interstellar objects are out there, and now, for the first time, we have direct evidence they exist, said Thomas Zermachchen, Associate Administrator for NASA's Science Mission Directorate in Washington, in November 2017. Blah, blah, blah. Now, okay, we got this big, huge flying turd that somehow did this miraculous turn, which they're calling a slingshot maneuver, after it passed Earth and went off back again some other place. Okay. Now look at here. Now I see a UFO fandom, right? Let's talk about the Andromeda device. And this is just the first somewhat resourceful site that popped up in the search, because I think really these search engines have done their best to hide any sort of German World War II related perspective because they will not let that perspective be discussed or heard. It's completely one sided with their propaganda type narrative. And this is the one thing that makes me kind of ashamed to be American. Anyway, the Andromeda device, German Andromeda Gerät, was in development in the late 1930s as a cigar-shaped aerospace transport carrier designed to carry Vril series and Haunebu 2 dinghies or Reichsflugscheiben. The plans were drafted for the SS Entwicklung Lugstil 5, dated 2nd December 1944. The Haunebu 3 plans indicate that the Andromeda was still in the planning stages. The following was commended by the SSE-4 development team in the Haunebu 3 plans. The SSE-4 thinks it is necessary to note that the Haunebu 3, a great work of German technology, is being developed, but because of the general material situation, all forces should be placed on the faster available Haunebu 2. With the light cruise gyro Vril of the Schumann Group, Haunebu 2 could certainly fulfill the demands made by the Führer. Okay. Now, see that cigar-shaped UFO, Andromeda. Here it is. These are the basically like the patent type design plans for the Andromeda. And you can see right in this, I'm going to center it in the screen. All right, well, just look at the upper picture. See right in the center of it, there's a disc-shaped UFO. Those were the Haunebus. I believe they had like 4 models of them. The Haunebu 1 was just pretty much like learning to build it, maybe. And then the 2, 3, and 4 had, I think, like 3, they were weaponized with like 3 turrets underneath them. So, my suggestion, and I mean, I'm sure you can find other and um, extensive information on the Andromeda. Now, if I remember correctly, and there's a pattern of this going on. What they do is they'll take like something that really happened out of history, or like a myth, or a lineage of like gods and goddesses, and what they'll do is they'll like apply it to like some kind of pop culture film or movie or something, or they'll name a band after it or celebrity, and then from that point forward, when you go to search for it, like in a search engine or something, like say you search for Thor or something, you're not going to find like a lot of information that pops up about Thor, historically, mythologically, and in the record. But you will find a lot about the guy in the movie. What's it, Chris Helmet, the actor or whatever? You'll find pictures of him galore. Now, I believe there was some kind of sci-fi thing made with a Starship Andromeda. So if you're going to look up Andromeda, it's going to be actually hard to find the German Andromeda historical StarCraft. You're only going to find like these sci-fi movie references and shit. And they do, it's over and over. And like Stan Lee with Marvel, I can't stand Stan Lee because every time you try and look up like real mythological figures and stuff, it gets linked into the fucking Marvel universe and all these actors and these movies and all this shit, instead of being able to find like the actual archaeological, historical, documented type records. Right? All you find is like pop culture, fan fiction, sci-fi, movies, all that stuff. It really pisses me off. But I guess, things have been concealed, and it's for those who seek to get the reward of finding. Take care, y'all. So here is um, another picture, with like a close-up of that schematic for the Andromeda. Now, granted, the Andromeda wasn't as big as the reported asteroid is, and it doesn't appear to be as long. But that brings into question, you know, was it something similar to the Andromeda, only bigger? Because it's been a while since the 1940s, and if this thing was coming from somewhere else, perhaps, maybe wasn't built here on Earth, but built with similar technology as the Andromeda and the Hanabus, from a race of people that, mm, well, know about all that stuff. Anyway, just a little, just a little thoughts, connecting the dots. Could just be my that thing where you could see connections and they're not there, but it could be a connection. Because as we all know, there was a lot of rumors and under talk about how they thought that that asteroid might actually be some kind of interstellar visitation or something. Anyway, it would really be nice if, the fuckery regarding World War II was come to its conclusion. And it would be really nice if the Germans were allowed to tell their side. And I have to say, a world without the Germans is a sad, sad world. Take care, y'all.